started with how I started in Parliament. Very committed, very hardworking, very meticulous, very detailed. I made sure I did my work the way I was supposed to do it, both within Parliament and outside of Parliament. When I had my executive appointment, I did same. And you know, when there's a character assassination, there is the need to set the record straight. Nobody should tell me I am discussing party issues on TV, radio, I should stop. Reputation is everything that anybody has got. It has stuck. Things that we said, things that we did, things that we said about me are stuck in the minds of Ghanaians. I've been branded the way I'm not supposed to be branded. And I owe it to myself to clear it up, to let Ghanaians know my side of the story. And that is not selling my party. You know what? Nobody gets up in the morning and prays to God Almighty, I expect you to bring a misfortune along my way so I can testify and glorify your holy name. Nobody does that. But as humans, we are bound to face challenges. And I faced challenges at a point in my career. And those who ought to know about those challenges, I let them know.
They knew.
You remember that in 2020, when I was going for the elections, I was heavily pregnant.
Right.
Yes, I have a role to play as a mother. I lost my kid. I lost my baby. I didn't get what I was expecting out of the term of my pregnancy. It didn't end there. In the time of my grief, my oldest son fell ill in the United States. I had to be there. And I made sure I notified those who ought to know. And I wasn't there the way they're making the picture look as if you're there and you're not. I was there, and I was making sure that what ought to be said and communicated to all those that matter, I did.
Including the chief of staff, the president?
Exactly. As a minister, you can't travel out without permission from the minister.
So
the chief of staff.
They knew the challenges we were going through.
Exactly. And I expected mothers to feel my pain. I expected fathers to feel my pain. And that is what happened. My son was at the verge of death. I had the choice to stay as a mother and take care of my son, or take up my position as a member of parliament and as a minister. Any mother looking and watching me today should put herself in my shoes. What choice would you have made? Of course, if you're not a witch, you're going to choose that of your child.